Hi everyone, are you there? Hi Cassia, you're my first one, thank you. Hi Claire Louise. Lovely to see everyone, hiya. Ooh, fantastic. Hi everybody, thank you all for coming. So this is kind of the launch of me chatting on Instagram with amazing, inspiring hairstylists, people that inspire me. I've seen a lot of people really active on Instagram, Facebook, and it's keeping me going. It's inspired me to do this. So I hope you all enjoy watching. Today I have got Lorna Evans from Lorna Evans Education, who is absolutely amazing. I did her course, it was back in 2014, so a long time ago, and then she asked me to come along and help her at Salon International, which was really, really exciting, and we've kind of kept in touch ever since then. She was offering her online course for 30 days, for 3 months. 3 months, yeah, 3 months she's offering that, free education, so I thought it would be really good to do that, and kind of got back in touch with her that way. So I thought it'd be good to have her on because she's really inspired me. So Lorna, if you are there, it would be great to get you on here. I know she's setting up ready, so we shall have to wait for her. So it's going to be quite a fun chat, just chatting about life and what's going on at the moment, her business, and just, you know, generally seeing what she's up to. And it's nice for everybody to see the person behind the hair sometimes as well, I think. Right, Lorna, where are you? Are you coming? We've got the time delay as well because Lorna's in Australia. So I think it's 7 o'clock in the evening there at the moment. And it is, what are we here, 10 o'clock. So I've got a cup of tea, and it'd be interesting to see what Lorna's drinking. Oh, Tina. Hi, Tina. You're up. That's good. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Rachel. So just waiting for Lorna. So we had this last week. I did a live tutorial on Lorna's collective page, and we're great with the styling. It's the technology. The technology is a nightmare. I went to press live on the collective page, and somehow it took me to my personal Facebook. We've worked out why, because she was still on, or hadn't come off, and I went on. But I think it was 15 minutes styling on my personal Facebook page, and I didn't even realise. So that was my introduction to live. But it was all right. I got off quickly, and I went on to the collective and carried on. So like, there's Lorna, you're on. Brilliant. Are you going to press? How do we get you on? Because you're waving. Shall I try clicking you? There we go. Are you ready, Lorna? Let's see if this works. I think she's coming. So this is the first one. So we'll see how. There you are.
Yay! Look at us go.
We won't let technology beat us.
Never.
Saying about last week with the me ending up on my personal Facebook page with my first style. So, but I got back on track, got back in there, didn't I? And it was really, really fun. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, you really did. You know what? And it was, you know what? Whether we like it or not, technology is something that we all have to embrace at the moment. And you know what? We got there in the end. And when I look at all the beautiful work that was produced last week, it was fabulous, wasn't it?
Oh, it makes me, I feel so, I mean, I shouldn't feel, I just feel so happy at the moment that everyone's so inspired. I think we're all very strong people, and we're all helping each other, and everyone's having fun doing that. I mean, I never use a block. I don't enjoy using a block. I like a real head of hair, but I'm really enjoying using my block, and everyone's getting them out again and wants to order some because they want to do it. It's fantastic.
I agree. It's really good, and I must admit, I don't know about you, but I feel like for me, it's a little bit of therapy. I even tonight put my sparkles on. I've actually had one of those. I've had one of those days today.
Oh,
You know,
no.
the days that I think if anybody is on here now with those little love hearty things, who's had one of the days? So today I've had one of the days. And so tonight when I got ready, I thought I'm going to put a bit of makeup on. I put my sparkly top on. I even put a sparkly necklace on.
No.
Because I think what we do is, it is therapy.
Yes. Well, it's nice to get up and put some makeup on and do my hair, to be fair. I've just realised I've got to do it
under my glasses too.
Very pretty, but I've got to do it every day this week. I've just realised. I'll get up early at 6 and get ready, but it's fun. It's good. It gets you motivated for the day, doesn't it? So you've had your Monday. Mine's just beginning.
Oh,
so
I've had my Monday. And can I just tell you, I've had my Monday.
Oh man,
yours is just beginning. But
yeah, I've just got a cup of hot.
Cheers if you're in Australia, and good morning if you're in the UK.
So what's happening all day today then, Lorna?
Well, you know what? It's in Australia. Our levels, thankfully, are really, really doing very, very well. So my salon's been, and I don't know if lots of people know about this, but at one stage, hello Angela. At one stage there, I had 3 salons, and thank goodness, oh my gosh, thank goodness, we went down to 1 salon. And so that 1 salon has been closed for 3.5 weeks, and we reopen tomorrow.
Okay.
So,
do you? Oh my goodness. Yes. Is it strange to be going back?
Well, I haven't been on the floor for, it must be 10 years. So I help out at Christmas time, and I've always enjoyed that. Yeah. But this is I think for everybody, this is a whole different ball game altogether. So we're going in with two like just all the work behind what we needed to do to go in safely for my team. Yeah. And I cannot begin to tell you, I have got the best team in the world. I'm very, very thankful for the people behind me there. But you know what? I've got the same problems and issues that everybody has. But then I go on to the collective, and I look at the inspiration that everybody's doing with all the work with what you're doing, and I can't wait to go live and do the look I'm doing on Thursday. And I think, you know what?
Do you know what one you're doing yet? Is that top secret?
Well, it's not top secret because we're doing a vote. Did you see the vote?
Oh, no, I haven't. This is what we're doing.
Yeah, so we've done A, B, C, or D, and I actually I'm looking at it going, gosh, isn't it amazing? I think B is coming in. If anybody if anybody's actually joined, have you voted yet? And if you have voted, what did you vote for? Because I think B is coming in, and B is finger waves and hair stitching. So I did vote B, Lorna. You can never let me finger waves. I did them with you on your course in 2014, but and I've got your little clamps. They're brilliant. But they're the ones. It's always good to have a practice, and this is what's been good for me. I'm having a lot of time to get creative and invent things and start to learn how to video and edit and just get creative with the hairstyles, because I'm usually so busy, and by the time you get home you're fit for nothing, aren't you? And you don't tend to do loads once you finished your work. Oh, I couldn't agree. And it's lovely to see people coming in that have done my classes before. I really love that. It's, you know what, I can't, you know, a lot of people think that they hear you reply and say, I really love that. But I have to tell you, that has been what has been my therapy, I'm going to have to say. I really do love it. And I agree with you, Lynnette. And I think we had that conversation when you did the live the other day, and I said to you, did you think about anything that was going on in the world for that hour that you were sharing your love of hair?
No, you don't, do you? You live your moment and you're enjoying it. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm watching the news less and less, and I'm just in my bubble in my house, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying being inspired, and there's so much on the internet to get inspired with as well, isn't there? you're offering your course. It's 3 months. Since I was getting in a muddle at the beginning, 3 months free to stylists to come along and join the is it Lorna? Let me see if I remember this. Lorna Evans Education.com.au. Yes.
Oh, well done.
Thank you.
And then recollected. Absolutely.
It's brilliant. So I want to know, because I'm quite nosy. You're always Lorna Evans behind the hair, so I want to know about Lorna Evans as a person. So I'd be really interested to know where it all began 100 years ago. Where did you start learning hair?
Do I look that old?
I feel we're about the same, so we're all right.
Well, to be, you know what? I think I started off. Well, mind you, you know, if I go right back, my mum's a hairdresser. So and there is a little interview on Instagram if you want to go back and have a look at the interview I did not so long ago with my mum here, and I have not seen my mum now for 4 weeks. I speak to her every day on the phone, but I haven't seen her. But my mum's a hairdresser, and I started off working in my mum's salon as a child, and which was fantastic. And then I went on to, I didn't do my apprenticeship with my mum. I did my apprenticeship at a fabulous salon. And then I moved on and I travelled to the UK, because I don't know if you know, but I'm actually originally from Scotland. And so we moved to Australia when I was... Yeah. So I was born in Scotland, and then I lived in Newcastle. I lived in Whitley Bay in Newcastle just before we came to Australia. I was 13, turning 14.
Newcastle in England.
Yeah, I did. And so after I finished my apprenticeship, I then came back to the UK and I worked for the Rainbow Room in Glasgow. So, which was an amazing experience. And I'm very, you know, I love catching up on Instagram. I watch the Rainbow Room and I chat every now and again to Linda, which is really lovely. So then I came back to Australia and I went into partnership with my mum for 14 years. And I was in partnership with my mum for 14 years. And then, so I was only 21 when I opened my first salon with my mum, which is when I first came home. So I was very young. I started my apprenticeship at 15. And so then I think after my mum decided that she was come out of the partnership, and then from there I grew into having 3 salons. So so that was my salon journey. And then I think it was only a couple of years into having a salon when Matrix asked me would I do a workshop for them on long hair styling, and I was like, oh my god, I can't do that. So it took me everything to get on stage, you know, that to do competition. We were doing competition work and so forth. So that it was a progression. I think everybody looks at everybody's business and thinks they opened their doors and it looks like it looks today.
Yeah,
and that's not what happened.
That's so true. And I think it's for me, I'm finding it's very healthy to be put outside my comfort zone, and it makes you do it. And I think when you do it, you realise you can do something else. You can think of something else creative to do, which is why I'm here today. I'm outside my comfort zone, doing some lives, and it's just really nice to think outside the box. So, who inspired you then when you were younger as a stylist? Who did you enjoy watching?
I have to say that if I think of that, it would definitely be when I worked back in the UK at the Rainbow Room. You know, Linda and Alan Stewart were definitely a massive part of inspiration for me because I was very young. I've always loved Trevor Sorby. I've always loved Nicholas Jernjak. Who follows Nicholas Jernjak? I mean, his work is just like, you know, you look at his work and you go, oh my God. So I love his work. So
and is he American?
He's French.
He's French. I've obviously heard of him. Ah,
yeah.
You have to write down his name because I can't spell that one.
Yes, I will. I'll write it down. So I'll send it to you. Nicholas Jernchak. So I'm hoping all those little love hearts means that they're watching him. If you're not looking at his work, he is.
Oh, I'd love to. Yeah, brilliant.
He's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So
okay, now I love. I mean, you just stumble across new people as well, don't you? That's the joy of Instagram as well. Sometimes you've got people that have like hundreds and thousands of followers, but then you'll find people that have just got a few, but their work's amazing and just inspiring, and you just, I don't know, it's really nice to see all the creativity out there which you wouldn't have got before the internet.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what, whether I like it or not, I'm 50 and the internet was not around back then. It was all magazines. It was magazines and traveling to Salon International and traveling to all the different places in the world where we didn't have that. So Catherine has just popped on, and Catherine is part of my team. So hi, Catherine.
Oh, brilliant.
So, yeah, one of my yummy mummies.
Brilliant. Let's have a slurp of my tea. Hold on a minute.
Oh, well, if you're doing that, then cheers, Catherine. I hope you're having one of these too.
Your wine. So what about memorable moments? Have you got memorable moments in your career? I like highlights that you'd flash into your head. You must have loads. I mean, you've done so much.
You know what? I don't know about you, but I love Facebook memories. Do you love Facebook memories? I just think Facebook memories, they're fabulous. But if I really think back, and yes, and when you go back on your photos and you think, oh my God, no wonder I need a holiday because I've had a busy year. But if I really was to look back on a highlight, it would be the first year that I became an independent educator, and we were at Hair Expo, and I had been asked by Hair Expo to do a show of my own because when I became an independent educator, it actually wasn't the done thing. There wasn't actually a lot of us. It was mainly, you know, educators that work for companies, and I had a lot to thank the companies. But the first year I decided that I would give it a go, and Hair Expo asked, would I do a show? I did this show. We organised it all ourselves I cannot begin to tell you how much work goes into those. But when the show finished at Hair Expo and I walked out on stage to start with, and I thought, oh my God, there's hundreds of people here. And then at the end of the show, when I finished it, loads of people came up on the stage and looked at all the models, and they were asking questions and they were interacting. And I thought, oh my God, people actually really, really like what I'm doing. And I know that sounds really, really funny, but because I've been educating for many, many years, but it was just the most surreal moment that I never take that for granted, by the way, ever. And you've worked with me backstage, so you've seen that secondhand. I'm always nervous, and I never take any show for granted.
I remember coming on the stage. You called me onto the stage, and that was another hiccup because we couldn't hear you backstage. So someone said, Lynnette, you're supposed to be on the stage. So maybe it's a little thing we've got. So that was on this stage, like you said, there's loads of people. So, but that was totally inspiring for me. I mean, the hairstyles she did were totally amazing, and that was my first experience of working with somebody that does such creative hairstyles like that. I think it's amazing, fabulous work.
Thank you. You know what? I love it, and I truly do love it. At the end of the day, at the start of every class, when I do a class, I always go through and I ask the room who's in the room, and then I talk a little bit about who I am and my two kids, and I've got a 24-year-old beautiful daughter that I haven't seen for a couple of weeks. We talk, thank God for technology, and a 19-year-old daughter as well. And I talk about that, and of course I talk about my dog George and my husband Russell. But at the end of the day, when I do a class, it's actually never about me. It's always about the people that are actually in the classroom, and it's no different to what's happening right now on the collective. It's actually not about me. It's about everybody else that you're there to inspire.
Yeah, definitely. And you must feel the love. I mean, that group's amazing. It hasn't been going long, has it? But everybody, I feel like it's Australia meets the UK, and everyone's getting on really nicely and supporting each other. It's just really, really nice. having little natter,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's lovely. So
It
you're
is.
going to
It's
do
really
your
nice.
live. You're going to do your live on Thursday.
Yeah, well, you know what? I can't be in a classroom with you with my mannequin. So virtual lives are going to happen every single week, I've decided. So every second week I'm going to do one, and every second week I'm going, oh, Angela, you are beautiful. Angela has done a couple of my classes, and she's from New Zealand, and they are in total lockdown, just like you guys are in the UK. So
Because they were first, were they? They were behind us.
Oh no, absolutely, it's crazy. But every second week, I'm going to be doing a virtual live, and every second week I'm going to bring a guest in to do a virtual live. So we've got a bit of a mix of what's happening, and that will be globally. So this week I'm going to be on. The following week I've got a great hairdresser from the UK as well. And the next week, Lisa, yes. And the following week, would you believe I've got 2 Lisas? The following week I'll be back on, and we'll do another vote for the look. And the week after that, I've got Lisa from America. So we're going to keep it global.
So who's UK Lisa? Because we all know each other.
So I feel really, really, really bad. Remind me Lisa's surname. Oh, Claire, if you're there, please tell me. I had a beautiful Zoom meeting with Lisa the other night, and I cannot remember her surname. If Claire is there, she'll actually be able to help me. But if not, we're going to be doing the artwork for that this week. Her work is magnificent. She's a beautiful bridal hairstylist. So if Claire is on, please remind me. I feel terrible from forgetting. Claire. Lisa Alga.
I thought it would be Lisa Alga. Yeah, she's brilliant. Yeah, so yes, I know Lisa Alga as well. We all know each other.
Oh, that's awesome.
Even though England's quite a big place, I think everybody that we are all around sort of London area and Essex and all around that way. So no, that'd be really good. So that's Thursday after?
That's the following day. So every Thursday, we're going to be doing a virtual live. I think if I can't be, and the reason why you need virtual lives rather than lives is, yes, you can choose to sit there and just watch, or you can choose to get your mannequin ready and join in the fun and put your hands in hair. That is, when you come into a classroom, it is proven that is how you learn. It's the best way to learn. So online is good, but when you actually put your hands in hair, what you'll remember is, it makes the biggest difference. So if we can't be in a classroom, let's do the closest thing to it, to be perfectly honest.
Everyone's adapting. I mean, that's what I found when I did it last week. It felt great knowing that as I was doing it, other people were, rather than just showing you a style and go and do it later. Yeah. It was really great to have shown the prep first. Everyone was, and even seeing the prep photos the day before was fun, wasn't it? That everybody was prepped, ready, and excited. So I think virtual styling's a brilliant idea.
Absolutely.
So it's just interesting how many people are popping on and trying to get creative and get their work out there and do the styling at the same time as well. It's brilliant. I mean, there's so many inspiring people on there. Love it all.
Absolutely.
So, do you, because I tend to do like a 5-year plan. So do you have goals that you're thinking for 5 years down the road, or do you kind of work a year ahead of yourself?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm a little bit of a creative, I'm going to have to tell you on that. So yeah, I would like to say that I would have a 5-year plan years ago, because I'm a big one on courses. I love doing courses, and I've done many courses, and it talked about your 1 year, your 5 year, your 10 year, and I've gone through all the motions of doing them. But gee, then COVID-19 hit, hey. But even before that, I had decided that I wasn't going to be the 5-year plan girl. Even before now, I was going to be the 1-year plan girl. And the reason being is, I don't know how I'm going to feel in 5 years. At the moment, when I go in a classroom, and anybody that's been in my classroom would be able to I'm sure I would like to hope would say the same thing. I can't fake it. You know what? I totally give every single little bit of me in that classroom. And I think the minute that I actually turn around and go, you know what, I'm just doing this for work, I will give that away. So I don't think I could do a 5-year plan. My 1-year plan clearly changed different to what it was meant to be at the start of the year, as everybody's would. My 1-year plan, oh yeah, my 1-year plan now is to get as many people on the collective as possible, free of charge. And the reason I did free of charge for 3 months was I'll really. Do you want me to tell you the honest or the sales pitch side of it?
Oh no, you can tell me the honest. It's only us. No one to know.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, the honest side of it is I came home in absolute tears the night that I had decided that I was going to shut our salon down. And I think, like most people, we didn't, in Australia that is, because every country is different, we did not have to close our salons down. We weren't closed down. But I didn't feel like my team was safe, and I didn't know what was going to happen. So we made the decision to close that salon down. And I came home and I was obviously quite emotional. And I said to my husband, Russell, which anybody that does any orders or has been to any expos, you would have met Russell along the way. We're in partnership together. That's good sometimes, and it's bad sometimes too, by the way. Since we're being honest.
Yes.
But no, it is generally very good.
And you cook up in the house as well.
Absolutely. So I said to Russ, you know what? We need to look at all those subscriptions tomorrow. We need to look at what we're doing, and we need to cut back on this, and this. And then I just went, oh my gosh, that is exactly what people are going to do with education. And then I thought, do I want that? And I thought, no, I don't. I do not want that. I want people to be inspired, and I want people to keep educating, and I want to see what a community of hairdressers can do. And, you know, when it's all done and dusted, then I don't know, let's see how many people we can get on there and see who we can meet around the world. And God, it's been amazing. And it's the best decision to make, no money for 3 months in my life.
Yeah. Why is it that the best work you do, you don't get paid for?
No, that's right.
But you enjoy it. No. And I'm the same as you, where I think you've got to have a passion for this, because if you didn't enjoy doing it, you couldn't do it. And I've always said, when I get bored of doing hairstyling or wedding hair, I won't do it anymore. I'll stop. No, because you've got to want to get up in the morning and do it and enjoy it. You can't you can fake it.
You can't fake it. No, you can't. It's as simple as that. You know what? We meet so many different people. You know what? Today, and going through all the comments and all the on the collective, because we've now got the collective. And just to give you an idea, the collective is a platform with all the tutorials. But then what we did was we set up a Facebook page, because you can comment on the collective, but you've got to actually be on that platform. And I thought, no, I really want to be back. Oh, hi, Jess. Jess is from Traralgon. So nice to have you on here. And I'm glad you're still playing with all your hair. I can hear my dog. He's back. He's knocking at that door. You know, you can't hear him. Oh, good. Well, we'll just sit. He's banging at that door. I'll come down to the office to try and get away. But so where was I at with what the dog was barking, knocking? Yeah, so I look at the collective. Is this what I was? Oh, yeah. So the collective is the platform that everybody needs to be on, and you need to sign into that to get all the tutorials. You can actually put comments on there, but what is really exciting is you can actually upload your work, and I'll assess it. And it's nobody else assessing it, by the way, guys. It's me. So it's me assessing it. And then if I pass it, and sometimes I've gone back and said, oh, is this what you've done? Can you have a look at this? But if you have passed it, then everyone gets a certificate. And that's what we need at the moment, is little bursts of achievement. And that's what that is. And Mekwa, you've been getting in there. And gosh, how many certificates have you got now? just when I saw that coming up. Bursts of achievement is what we all need right now. And then we've got our closed Facebook page, and that's where you ask your questions. Because if you want to ask your questions to a community, and like you said, Lynnette, they're a great community. Merkle's got
brilliant. Love it.
6 certificates. Well done, you. And your work is beautiful.
That's good.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
No one told me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do I get a certificate for my one?
Well, yes, but you have to upload it and ask for an assessment.
Oh, I should do that later. I want a Lorna Evans certificate.
Yeah.
I do love a certificate. Something about getting one, isn't it? It's like, oh.
But I don't, and everyone that gets,
everyone that gets a
certificate, I do.
Now.
Oh, sorry, I do.
So, yes, I was going to say. So,
it's
you were supposed to be coming over to the UK.
Mm. Oh, have I lost you? Sorry, I missed that last question. Hello.
Oh, you're back. You're back.
Oh, yes, I'm back. Yes, sorry, I missed your last question.
What I was going to say was you were supposed to be coming over to the UK, weren't you, in June? So that's out the window. So do you know what you're going to be doing? Are you waiting to see if you're coming over?
You know what? My trips will happen. Mine are postponed. I'm not saying that mine are cancelled, because I will travel as soon as it is safe to do so. You know, I love travel. I'm not silly. I will wait until the government and the health the health associations and so forth, as soon as we have, and I think it's when they get a vaccine, to be honest. I think we all know that. But I will be traveling. I've still got my flights. My flights were all booked. My flights were paid for. So they're all, it's all sitting there. I'll be there as soon as we can. And Claire, that's just gone in with all those love hearts. Claire,
there's a lot of love hearts,
my assistant. Yeah. Now, can I do a big shout out to Claire as well at this moment?
Yeah, go on then.
If you are on here and you're from the UK, don't go purchasing your product from us. Well, there's another non-sales. I'm not doing very good on my sales pitches, am I? You want to be purchasing from Claire, because Claire is our distributor. We've got 2 distributors in the UK, Pro Styling and also Claire Louise, and which means that you don't have to pay the shipping from, well, mind you, it's free shipping from overseas, but you won't have to pay customs.
Oh, the customs.
And you won't have all the problems. Yeah, you won't have all the problems with that. And you know what? I know that their service is amazing. So, you know, Claire is amazing.
Yes, I've got my stuff from Claire as well, and it's so nice. Like you say, I've wanted your stuff years ago, but it's the customs and it's getting it over here. So when I heard Claire was doing it, how long's Claire been doing it? A year? Has it been a year?
Well, we came over in October for Salon International. Yeah, Salon International this year was October, and I think Pro Styling is our main distributor, and I think they might have started in maybe May last year. So, which is really good. You know what? Having the tools and education, to me, go hand in hand. So, totally. You know, you need tools to make it work.
I mean, your tool belt I got in, well, it must have been when I came on 2014, and it still looks brand new. It's the best tool belt I've ever had. I've looked at many other tools. You can't beat it. It's lovely. I love the magnetic bit and the wrist strap. I love my wrist strap. It's very old and worn looking, but I love it. And I love it. So I do weddings and I forget I've got it on. So I spend the whole day wearing it when I've come home.
No, you go home and you think, oh, I haven't taken that off.
I've gone out with it on. It's very trendy. My Lorna Evans wristband. But anyway, I was going to say, so Claire Louise, I'm actually chatting to her on Thursday, I think it is, at the same time, 10 o'clock. So we're going to have a chat because she's very inspired. Great. Yeah. So I'm chatting to her on Thursday, so we can chat about your products as well. And she's another inspiring person. That she's got her business running hair, but she's also you know, got her business selling things, and she's very, very busy and entrepreneurial. So she really inspires me.
She's
so
fantastic. You know, fabulous. We spent some time with Claire and Gary in the UK when we were over there, like I said, in October, and I'm so grateful. Last year, goodness, we only had a week in London, and it was last minute. Thank gosh I did, with all of this going on, because we're clearly missing a year of travel. And it was great. It's one thing to be able to talk online to people, but face to face, you can't beat it. It was like,
I actually have only just started doing video chats really since the lockdown. I've not really done them, so now just chatting to friends, it's really nice to be able to see the face, isn't it? And it just seems more fun.
Absolutely.
I think me and my friends.
I love that. Somebody's just said, someone's just said they want something for Mother's Day. What a good idea! You know what? It's a great idea to be able to have something that you're going to enjoy for you know, when we do come out of this, because I tell you what, this is now where we should all, including me, by the way. Yes, I've got. I thought I was going to have a little bit of time off. I have to tell you, I have worked more hours, but in a different way. But it's time. This is the time where we have time to train, where we have time to rebrand, where we have time to really rethink about where our business is at. And can I just mention to everybody too, as much as on the collective we have, it's all about tutorials. It is really all about how to, but there's also a business planner on there as well. And as much as you can't maybe see how many weddings you're going to be next year, maybe just forward thinking and starting to look at your business plan, it's a good time to do that.
Yeah, you'll be productive, haven't you? I think it would be very healthy to look back and remember what you did in this time when people ask you, and to come out and, oh, I've created loads more hairstyles. I can now do online tutorials. I can film. I can edit. So to come out and have some accomplishments, I think is good for everybody's spirit, isn't it?
Absolutely. Well, I've just joined for a new academy to learn a course called eCam, which is what I wanted to go live with you next week, so that I can do live on Facebook like this, so that we could actually.
Has anybody got eCam?
Yeah, has anyone got eCam? Because if you have, inbox me.
Can anybody work eCam? So you hopefully have that running for when you do Lisa's tutorial.
I hope so, yeah, I really do. I hope so, so that I can actually be live at the same time, and then we wouldn't have had that technical issue.
It's me, honestly. If you knew me really, really well, that is so me.
Yeah.
I'm muddle through. So I just wanted to see, actually, has anybody got any questions for Lorna that's on here?
Because good question.
I'll
have a sip of my wine before you come up with the questions.
So is that your first glass of wine, Lorna?
It is. And I tell you what, I did think about one earlier, but I thought, no, I'm going on live. It is my first glass of wine. Today,
that would be quite amusing. That would be a new one.
Today was an interesting day.
That would be so funny. Right.
Oh, okay, Jess has got something. So come on, give me a question. Anyone give me a question. Fire away.
She's ready. Tina is so used. So Tina knows me very well.
Oh, hi, Tina. Because Tina was in the class too, wasn't she?
That's right, Tina Crossley. Yes. So she's an amazing hairstylist as well. You need to get her on.
It is, Tina. Hi. Any tips on what hairstyles to do from avant-garde? That's a really good one, Mekwa, because you haven't done anything from the avant-garde section. I would love to see you do the look that I did with the, which is the triangular section, which I did with the coat hanger. That's what I would say. That one, and it looks one of the hardest, but it is the easiest. So no, I'm just going to go back to this one. What's your, I can't live without product? Well, that's a really good one too. Okay. I can't live without, I would say it would have to be Elevate Mousse. So, Elevate Mousse. You could take everything away, including hairspray, but don't take away the mousse to go in the hair while it's dry.
Okay. I'm kind of liking, I do like the Redken Wax Blast at the moment. That's the new one I've been trying. Amazing. But I guess you're Australia and I'm UK. We have different products.
No, we've got that product too.
You have
we have got that one too.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm loving that. It's really good. Got any other questions?
Let's see. Any advice on trying to get the hair industry as a mature because of my age? Age is nothing. Oh, Jess,
no,
don't worry about age.
With age,
you know what? Oh, I think you get much better with age. Sorry, I'm just going to plug my phone in because the worst thing that can happen right now is for it to die. Yeah, do not worry ever about age, because you know what?
Have confidence in yourself as well.
Yes, absolutely. Have confidence in yourself now. Have confidence that this is going to fit over here. Hang on, just give me 2 minutes. There you go. Yeah, have confidence in yourself, because you know age is nothing. So okay, what else have we got? What's my favorite brush for dressing out hair? Well, have you got the time saver brush? Because the time saver brush, and I know this, I haven't been very good at sales.
I've got mine.
Here's my sales pitch. The time saver brush is not only for blow drying, but it's made of ball bristle and nylon, and that is the same. Really nice. It is. It's fabulous. It's the same material as a Mason and Pearson brush. So ball bristle. So ball bristle will give you the tension, and the nylon will give you the shine. So even though it's a round brush, just use that. It's perfect.
Yeah, I've been drying my own hair with it, and I love it. Yeah, it literally is a time saver. It's so boring doing hair sometimes, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm glad to see somebody else coming in saying they're a mature age apprentice. You know, they are really good.
Leanne Claire has got those in stock, because I was chatting to her the other day about all her stock. So you can get one of her. And I think she's doing 20% at the moment off her website. So get on there and have a look. Right, so we've got any more questions?
I love the question that Mekwa's just asked a question. How many years did it take to get confident to do upstyles? To be perfectly honest, Mekwa, the upstyling actually wasn't, I shouldn't say this. I can't remember not feeling confident to do the upstyle. What took me more time was learning to be confident to teach people to do it, to be honest. I really struggled a lot with that, and I spent a lot of time and a lot of money teaching myself on that side of it, because I used to spend hours and hours and hours on end practicing on my mannequin, and that's what made me confident. And I think we all know that knowledge is what makes you confident.
Totally. I mean, when I came to do your course, I'd only been doing wedding hair for 2 years, so I was quite a newbie back then. And I guess it's that silly phrase, knowledge is power. Just finding new skills, new techniques. It's exciting. And so you were very inspirational to me from that 2014. So you've had a lot to do with my career, to be honest, even though you didn't know that.
That's lovely.
So you've made me what I've become.
Now, let's have a look at this question. I'm on the collective, and is there another group? But is there another group with your styling in it? Maybe a website that you were talking about. So the collective is if you're in the Facebook group, there's two collectives. So there's the first one is the one that you need to sign up, where you actually go into the link, and if you haven't done that yet, if you go into the bio in my Instagram page, just click 30 days free, fill it all out, and that's where all the tutorials are. The other is the close Facebook page. Okay, so they're the two. If you are a student at a school, there is another program that we're working with the school. So if you're a teacher out there, and that doesn't matter whether it's in the UK, America, wherever it may be, just send me an inbox message. I'll chat with you in regards to we have got a very good exclusive only to school programs, and it isn't the collective. It's a whole different platform, and it includes a whole set of the tools. and it's very exclusive to all the schools. So if you're a teacher or a student, you know, inbox me and I'll point you in the right direction for that one. And let's see if I've got any more questions. Just started upstyling last year after 20 years specialising in colouring styling, which is quite often normal, and about to go alone as COVID-19 hit. Loving it, but I've always found it daunting. Don't be daunted, just practice. Get on a mannequin, and that is, don't just sit there watching. You know how you go into your, I hope my Holly's not watching this. You know how you go in and you watch the kids just watching YouTube for hours on end? Don't just watch it for hours on end. Do it for hours on end. Does that make sense, Lynnette?
Yes, I quite often like to sit and watch yoga tutorials or Pilates, and I just watch them instead of actually doing them. So yes, I understand what you're saying.
That's exactly. So did you get fit by watching the Pilates?
Oh yeah, yes. In my mind, I do tend to say that.
There you go.
I do actually take part in them now. So I'm doing quite good. We've got I don't know if you know Davina McCall.
Absolutely.
Australia. She's really good. So she's offering free workouts for a month, I think, as well. So she's doing what you're doing, really. So you can get on there and do all her workouts. So that's keeping me motivated, getting up and doing that every morning. So there's lots of little things just to keep you sane, really, isn't it? You do sometimes wonder if you're losing your mind. Absolutely. Is this real? Because I live alone as well. So you do have those moments.
Yeah.
Is this just a bad dream?
I agree. Well, I gave myself a challenge that every single day, 7 days a week, I'm exercising at the moment. And some days are more than others. I bought myself, you might have seen it on my Insta story, I bought my new runners.
Nice.
And it's for here more than it is. Yeah.
I think so. I think if you get up and just
what
watch
Jess
TV.
Say? Oh my God, somebody asked about George. Yeah, absolutely. How about dogs grooming? Oh, Jess, I'm going to have to show you because George went to the hairdresser today. I haven't posted it yet because I've had such a busy day. So I will go upstairs and I will post George. He went to the hairdressers today. He went to the groomers because they're still open, and he has had a new haircut today.
Bless him. I love George. Right, okay. So I'm going to ask you to finish off. I'm going to just ask you some quick fire questions, okay? So you're just going to go for your answers, yes? Typically random. So last Netflix that you watched?
Ozark. Oh my God, so good.
I got bored of that. Yeah. I watched it ages and ages ago. I must start watching it. Okay, I'll give it another go.
Ozark.
I think I did the first series. There's three. Is there 3 now?
Yeah. Oh, I think so. I'm going to be really honest. Russell puts them on, and I just say, "Can we watch that again?" And I don't even know how to turn the telly on. And that's serious. I do not know how to turn the TV on. Don't get my kids or Russell started. I have no idea.
That's impressive. Okay, so wine or gin?
Wine? Oh, definitely wine.
Wine, yeah. Okay. Starter or dessert?
Oh, can I have both? But if I had to choose, it would be starter.
Okay, all right. What's your favourite hairspray? Was the one you said before a hairspray? No, yeah, it was a mousse, wasn't it? So what's your favourite hairspray?
That was a mousse. My favourite hairspray is Unite 365. I love it because it's got a little bit on the top where you can actually turn it to either go wider or smaller for the spray. Love it.
Oh, I've seen you show that. I don't know if we have that here or not. I'll have to have a look. Do you know if we get that in the UK?
Yeah, you do. You definitely do.
Oh, okay. I shall have a look at that then. I like a new product. Zoom or house party?
Zoom.
Okay. Tried that the first
and
time.
We've had lots of fun on Zoom.
You've ever done a little quizzes?
No, Zoom. No, well, I haven't done house party, but we did Cards of Humanity with our friends the other week. That was very, very funny on Zoom.
Okay. It's just so funny what fun you can have with everyone.
It was.
Okay, what is my... Right. Don't know if you'll be able to answer this one. Your favourite Lorna Evans Education product or tool?
Oh, it has to go down to my time saver brush. That was actually easy. That time saver brush.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, by far, I think it changed my life because I love putting the hair up and I love styling it. I just know I need to prep it, and blow drying is not my favorite thing to do, but I have to do it. So it changed my life.
Totally. Yeah. No, I totally agree. Totally. Right. Okay. Well,
yeah.
That is my quickfire questions. So,
oh, thank you.
That is our little chat over with. I've had really good time. I'm glad everyone's come along. It's been fun. It's nice seeing who's popped up as well.
And I'm going to look forward to watching all your chats. So how often are you going to be doing these?
Well, I'm doing this week every morning. Well, for you every evening, same time every day at 10 o'clock. And then on Saturday at 10 o'clock, I'm actually going to do a live hairstyle as well. So my first live one on Instagram.
Oh,
so
awesome.
I'm going to do the virtual as well. Yeah, I'm going to do get everyone to prep beforehand as well, like we did. And it'll end there unless I decide to do some more next week. So see how this week goes. I've got Christina Fortuna. I can't say her. Christina Fortuna. Somebody tell me how to say it. Fortuna. That's it. Christine. Oh, Cassia Fortuna. Sorry, I'm getting her muddled up because her business is Christina Aspira's Academy. So I'm getting the two names muddled up. I've got her tomorrow, so I'm so excited to be chatting to her. And then the rest of the week, I've got some other wonderful people lined up as well. So yeah, I'm looking for something different to do, isn't it? Something to do in the morning. Have a little chat.
Absolutely. Oh well, all the evening. Well, I will join in tomorrow night with my glass of wine. And you have your coffee, and I'll look forward to seeing what you're all doing.
Brilliant. Okay, Lorna, well, have a good evening. I hope your evening's better than your day.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be. I'm sure it is. A bit of Netflix. And if anybody's got any new, I should have asked that. What's your favourite Netflix show? Maybe everybody can tell me that because we're looking for a new one. We finished Ozark last night.
Oh, I didn't watch it. I've watched everything. I've watched everything on there, I think. There's some good stuff. They need to put some more on. They're not putting them on.
They do.
Totally. Well, you go enjoy your
inbox me. Yeah, well, inbox me anyone if you've got a good one. But thanks so much, and thanks everybody for joining in. And I'll see you in the collective. Blacklist.
Okay, see you later.
I'm going to look for that one.
Oh,
bye.
See you later, guys. Bye. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.